All right, guys, today we are fishing a really cool warm water spillway in the middle of winter. Stick around, we are gonna catch some fish. Is there gonna be anybody here? We're gonna find out in a second. Wow, that's a lot of water coming out. This spot's pretty high. Doesn't appear to be anyone here. That's very surprising. Guys, that's crazy. I thought there was gonna be like 100 people here today. I mean, it's like 45 degrees out. There she is. Oh, there's a ice fishing rod or something? I don't know. They're discharging quite a bit of water. Last time it was not nearly this high. If I had to guess, I would say that's because of the warm-up, which has melted a bunch of snow. It's also muddier too, which is probably good. Typically, like 2 feet of visibility is really the ideal fishing clarity. Because if you get cleaner than that, then they have more time to analyze lures and it's just harder to catch them. I can see shad sitting on these rocks here. I didn't see any shad last time I was here. Maybe that means the bite's gonna be better. Who knows? Okay, first lure I'm gonna try is this really cool glide bait. I used this last time I was here and it looked awesome, but I didn't get any fish on it. Although I don't think there were any hybrid stripers at this spot. None of them had really moved in yet, and this is kind of a hybrid striper lure. I mean, it'll also catch bass and stuff, but there's really not too many bass here. Maybe we'll get a hybrid striper today. That's the ultimate goal. This is like a hybrid striper spot that for some reason has just sucked for hybrid stripers lately. But sometimes it just takes a little change in weather and it just turns it on. They all move into this spot. I don't know. Hopefully this warm weather's got them moving around the river. Let's see if we can get them. I don't remember the exact color on that thing, but it looks killer. It's kind of a hard spot to fish with all the snags and the fast moving water. That thing looks good, man. This glide bait looks so dang good. I just felt something, I bet that was a shad. This is like the perfect size meal for a 5-pound hybrid striper, is this little glide bait right here. And this is a great glide bait for this spot, because typically glide baits are really expensive, and this thing's only 10 bucks, which I don't want to lose it, and I've only got 2, but just comparatively, you can fish a glide bait at a sketchy spot with a lot of snags and not be crazy worried, because like if you do lose it, you're only out 10 bucks. There's the swim action just by itself. And you can also do like jerks and stuff, dart it around. There we go. There's a fish. Oh, it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid. That's exactly what I wanted. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Guys, I think I was saying I thought maybe with the warm weather it would move the fish around and there'd be some hybrids here. Let's go. There's some hybrids here. I love it. I freaking love it on the glide bait. That's so fun catching fish on new lures. I'm gonna rinse him off in the water. He's got so much crap on him, I wanna clean him off for a pick. You know what I mean. I hate like fish picks where they're just covered in dirt. All right, let's put this guy back. See you, dude. Thanks for biting. Dude, there's just nothing better than catching fish on like a new exciting lure. You know what's crazy is like, I get super excited about a 2.5 pound wiper like that. I mean, I'm hyped for that fish. I'm seriously hyped. Some people, like backroads angling, for instance, that dude will catch 10 of those in a day and be like, be like, yeah, it's just a Tuesday. That fish didn't bite on the first cast, so it wasn't bad luck. It was pretty early though. I got here late in the day. You can see the sun's getting a little low already. Just because last time I was here, which is a little over a week ago, I was here for like 4 hours and they really only bit right at sunset. Dude, I can't get over this bait. It looks so good. I love this thing. Glide bait culture is just such like it's such a move. People get so hyped over glide baits just because they look so good. I mean, they're not always the best thing to fish with because like what looks good to us doesn't always look good to a fish. But it's just so fun when you catch them on something that looks good. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. Oh, look at that. They just lowered the water. They cut the discharge like in half. Oh my gosh, big one, big one, big one, big one. No! Oh my gosh, I paused it because I was like interested in the change of water flow. and something just freaking smoked it, I'm sure that was another hybrid. Or, I mean, okay, maybe not. Maybe it was a largemouth or a smallmouth, but that was at least a 2-pound fish. Yeah, guys, when I say big, I'm talking like 2 pounds. I'm not talking 10 pounds. Last time I was here, the biggest fish I caught was like a 14, 15-inch walleye. It was like 1.5 pounds, okay? Okay, the water's gone down, so I'm gonna try the EFH Banshee paddle tail in this little tiny corner eddy, like right around the spillway. That spot's like kind of impossible to fish when the water was as high as it was 5 minutes ago. But now that it's dropped, this should work there. This is right where I caught that smallmouth last time. Was right in that little eddy right there. Check my drag before I start. Just right in there. It's such a sneaky little spot. It's tiny, like there's a fish in there. They're probably gonna bite in the first few casts. You wouldn't even need to cast, honestly. You could just like hover your lure, your rod above it and jig it. Try the other side eddy as well. It's the same situation over there. Oh my gosh, I just got bit. I just had one on. I don't think that was huge. I think that was a white bass. He didn't really get hooked. I wonder if he'll bite again. Okay, so it's been like 45 minutes since I've got a bite now. Last thing I got a bite on was that paddle tail, and it didn't feel like a big fish. I think with there being less water coming out of the spillway now, just being that there's like fewer bubbles in the water, I think the fish can just see better. This is a very bright color. I want to say it's called Spanish bone. So we're going to take this off and put on an alternate version, which is a little more realistic. We're going to give that a shot. And I mean, this looks really good too. It's like a blueback chrome deal. All right, first cast with the chrome blueback glide. First cast. All right, let's move downstream just a tiny bit. Because maybe they're not that close to the spillway. Maybe they're just a little bit offset. Last time I was here when I caught the walleye, I was standing basically right where I'm standing right now. And I have caught hybrid stripers on this side of the bank before. Hey, it's a bald eagle. Wow. Okay, we're getting super close to sunset. I got here really late, so I'm just gonna go try the downstream spot really quick. Because when it actually gets to sunset, I wanna be fishing here, because that's typically a better bite, especially for walleye. But before we get to sunset, I'm gonna try the downstream spot. It's typically not good. I usually don't catch them at either of these two downstream spots. But I've had a couple times where we find a school of white bass down there and it's just a little short window of white bass after white bass. So it's worth checking out. Okay, downstream spot number 1. You know what I've never done? I've never walked down that bank. Oh, let's try walking this. I've never done this before. No way, can I walk across this? Well, maybe I can. I think I can do it. Yeah, I can make it across this. That'd be something if they just started discharging a bunch more water out of the spillway and I got trapped. Hey look, ice. Okay, so there's ice down here. So the hot water is probably cooling off quite a bit by the time it gets to this point. Here's like this cool little discharge thing. I don't know if they ever actually send water out of that, but it looks about 2 inches deep. I'll cast into it though for fun. This is so weird. I've fished the other side of this river before, but I've just never been out on this sandbar. But yeah, look, more ice. Hot water is definitely not having an effect down here. Water always looks so tannic too. It's not even like muddy here, it's just tannic. Oh, come on. I don't want to lose that jig head. That sucks, this is gonna break, I bet. Yep, rest in peace. Just gonna tie right back on the same thing. EFH Banshees in silver. Oh look, this is quicksand. That's crazy. Got one. Oh, I just had one. I just had one that felt like a white bass. Or a crappie, honestly. Could have been a crappie. Or a little bass. I don't know, it just felt like a 10-inch fish. Okay, sun's about to set. I need to do like 10 casts here and then get to the spillway. This is kind of fun though, even if I didn't catch any down here. I mean, this is like a fun little adventure. All right, we're back. Almost sunset. Let's see if they're biting. Really hoping for a walleye. But I mean, like, dude, if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. In the winter, I'm happy to catch literally anything. A few 10-inch largemouth, I'd be stoked. There's a white bass literally right there. He just chased it in and bit the tail. I watched this thing chase it in and a white bass followed it in and just bit it so slowly. I thought they were supposed to be aggressive. He was just like, just doing that to the tail as it was being reeled in. Oh my gosh. If I had a stinger hook, I would have caught him. Another white bass just chased it in and bit it real slow. Okay, that kind of makes me want to use a little crankbait because the treble hook at the back would get him. Oh my gosh, another white bass. There's no way you guys could see that. He didn't bite it, he just chased it in. What is with the white bass and non-committal follows? I wonder if this has been happening like all day and I just couldn't see it because I wasn't high up. There's, oh my gosh, you're kidding me. You are kidding me. It's like every other cast, I'm getting a white bass follow. There he is again. There he is again. He's right up, there's no way you guys could see that. They're like musky, I need to be like figure 8-ing. There it was again, this is a joke. This is a freaking joke. My gosh. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? Oh my, got him. No, no. You had to have seen that. That's been happening to me like every single cast. There he is again. He's right there. Oh my gosh. I wonder if that's the same fish. There he is. Finally. Oh my gosh. Dude, he's been following it every single cast for the past 10 minutes. I finally got him. Probably this exact fish. I got him though. That's a multi-fish day. It's a decent little white bass. Caught him on the EFH Banshee paddle tail. This guy has been teasing me for literally like 20, 30 minutes. My gosh. I've never worked harder for a white bass. Okay. Well, on that note, I finally got him. I'm gonna leave. Thanks for biting, dude. There he goes. See you, Winter Spillway. All right, guys, well, that's gonna do it for this one. That was kind of crazy that I was the only person here on a 45-degree day in the middle of winter. But I mean, I'm glad that it wasn't packed. I caught 2 fish, which is pretty nice for open water when the rest of the rivers are frozen. And one of those was the target species, a hybrid striper, and it wasn't even a bad one, so that was pretty cool. Caught that white bass on an EFH Banshee paddle tail. Making sellies myself, $6 a pack if you're interested. I will link it in the description. Yeah, thanks for watching.